The UK is 0.87% of the world, right? So what does it matter what they think of Hong Kong or China?
Right.
The US and the UK together probably make up maybe 5% of the world. I'm interested, what does the other 95% of the world think? Why should all our newspapers, all our media be filled with what that 5% say about our city and our country, and not what the 95% say? So it's
Right.
time for the rest of us to stand up and see things from our point of view.
Welcome back to Talk the Walk. I'm speaking with Nury Vittachi, Managing Editor of Friday Culture Limited. Mr. Vittachi, I wanted to talk to you about why you decided to help start Friday Culture, and after a long career of journalism and being an author in the city, what is particularly different about this step and its mission?
Well, I didn't really start it. It was really in early 2021. There was a well-known Hong Kong guy called Herman Hu. His family is well-known for sponsoring sports events in Hong Kong, both in the British era and in the modern era. And he was frustrated by all the polarization. Now, he owns a few bars, and he was in one of the bars, and he realized that on Friday nights, people talked about all sorts of things, but because it was a Friday, the attitude was different, and people, talked through issues, and they were cool with it. So he thought, okay, we want to not join in the polarized battle. We want to do something a bit different. So he launched this group, Friday Culture, and our website is fridayeveryday.com to do this. And, mutual friends introduced us, and it just fitted with me so well because I've always disliked politics in the pure sense and preferred to commentate using satire and sarcasm.
Being facetious, yeah, that's right.
That's right. Facetious, me? Yes.
Right, that's a sense I get, when I read the content on your platform, playful, humor-filled, and it's very on brand with you. And I think it's refreshing, but it's very interesting balance that you have to strike, especially when you do touch on serious issues and sharing a perspective which may not always be, liked and supported by the mainstream narrative. So how do you balance that?
Fortunately, because we're not like a newspaper or a newspaper record, we don't have to comment on everything that comes out. We don't have to report everything that comes out. We're more like a magazine, like a Friday magazine, where we can pick and choose what we comment on. So, for example, we did an article on Justice Pao. Judge Pao is China's Sherlock Holmes, and he was a real character. And that article has been so popular around the world. We like numbers, so we discovered that, did you know Hong Kong women are more likely to marry younger men than women from anywhere else? So, for example, we'll put out an article saying that China makes more electric vehicle batteries and stuff than all the rest of the countries in the world put together. We found out that China had recently planted a forest as big as a country, literally, as big as, say, Belgium. That's a lot of reforestation. So there's a lot of really interesting positive news that doesn't make it to the West.
Right.
And so it's all there for us. We wrote an article about John Lennon and the fact that his biggest song, Imagine, was based on the Communist Manifesto. A lot of people don't know this, and it's not recorded in write-ups about John Lennon. But we've got a photograph of him reading the Communist Manifesto, and then eventually goes off to his white piano and writes the song Imagine. So we thought, okay, that's a funny angle, and it will get people thinking. So it's all about getting people thinking. We call this Zen journalism. We're not really pushing politics. We're just being very gentle and laid back.